Good evening, everyone. May I have your kind attention, please? And who says Europe sleeps early? Look at the room, man. That's a vibe. Welcome, you all, ladies and gentlemen. Very good evening to you, and welcome to a jazzy evening ahead. I am Akanksha. No, don't even try to pronounce my name. You can call me Aki. I represent Europe region for Geospatial World, and I have with me Keith Masbach. Call him Keith, please. Don't be so lazy. It is very easy. Keith is a former military and government geospatial leader, an angel investor and advisor. Wow. From United States of America. And we both are here today to help you all unwind the overdose of geospatial caravan, which has been a lot, I'm sure. So, welcome to this beautiful evening. An evening which is just about being together, coming together, having fun together, eating together, and drinking together, and a lot of it. Mark, you're doing a good job. Yes. So, welcome. Welcome, and also, not to forget, this evening is about celebrating victories and celebrating small joys together. So, welcome to Geospatial World Award Night. Time and again, Geospatial World Awards have felicitated individuals and organizations for their remarkable innovations and ideas. The ones who are constantly experimenting and breaking barriers and impacting the society at large. With now, I give the floor to Keith and take it forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Aki. Yes, Ron. I appreciate the kind words. This is just something I'd like to warn you is if Sanjay ever asks you to do something, just understand that apparently it's a lifetime appointment, right? So you'll get to be up here or whatever it is he wants you to do for as long as you can resist the ability to tell him no. Look, the Geospatial World Leadership Awards recognize individuals and organizations behind remarkable transformations and innovations that are driving our geospatial industry forward. This year, the awards were drawn from open nominations and selected by a panel of jurists comprised of eminent industry stalwarts. We are very fortunate this evening to have a special guest who took the time to join us and recognize the importance of geospatial data and information to come here and share that with us. I am very pleased to introduce Her Excellency, Mrs. Rinat Sandhu. Ambassador Sandhu is the ambassador of India to the Kingdom of the Netherlands and is also responsible for India's relations with OPCW, ICJ, PCA, and other legal institutions in The Hague. Mrs. Sandhu was Secretary West in the Ministry of External Affairs before arriving in the Netherlands. During her tenure as Secretary West, she covered India's relations with the EU, West and Central European countries, and the Eurasia region. Mrs. Sandhu began her career in the Indian Foreign Service in 1989 and has served in various capacities at the Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi and Indian missions abroad in a distinguished career now spanning over 30 years. Welcome, Ambassador Sandhu.
Thank you, ma'am. What an honor to share the stage with you. Thank you so much. Now let's reveal the mystery and get on to the awards. This Geospatial Innovator of the Year takes pride in advancing civic tech by bridging geospatiality to the center of decision making. Can we have the video, please?
Maptionnaire allows users, the general public, to easily create their map-based questionnaires and civic participation platforms on cloud-based software. It redefines citizen engagement as an ecosystem of data linked to locations, known as PPGIS, Public Participation GIS. In 2022, the company launched a participatory budgeting module powered by geospatial tools that engage residents in decision-making about allocating city budgets at scale. This offering is unique on the market, as traditionally these processes are run in in-person meetings, dominated by loud voices and data cherry-picking. Maptionnaire takes pride in advancing civic tech by bringing spatiality to the center of decision-making and being the PPGIS tool of choice in the research milieu. For emphasizing public value across the innovation chain, let's give it up to the recipient of Geospatial Innovator of the Year, Maptionnaire.
May I invite Marit Kahila, the CEO of Maptionnaire, on stage to receive the award. Mahila, would you like to say a few words? Would you like to say a few words from there? Yes, that's the podium. Yes.
Thank you, everyone. I mean, this is really for people, and certainly this is, of course, also for our small and energetic team who is behind Maptionnaire. But what we have been really working throughout this year is to give voice for the people. And how we do that is that they can share the knowledge, the geospatial knowledge of their living environment through Maptionnaire. There is still a lot of work to be done, and I'm happy to continue on this path. But thank you so much for the award.
I am now pleased to present the Startup Company of the Year, the first privately funded company to launch a small satellite navigation mission, Zona Space.
Founded in 2019, Zona Space Systems believes that modern technology has the potential to benefit people from all walks of life. To enable this, Zona is working to provide resilient and accurate PNT services, satellite navigation for the age of autonomy. Zona challenges the assumption that the GNSS space segment is fixed and out of reach of commercial entities. In May 2022, the company launched its first Pulsar demonstration satellite mission, becoming the first privately funded company to launch its satellite navigation mission. Pulsar system is a high-performance satellite navigation constellation in LEO, designed to provide secure and resilient sub-10 cm accuracy on a global scale. The system is built around Zona's patented distributed atomic clock architecture that enables small satellites to provide extremely high-performance navigation and timing services without the need for atomic clocks on each satellite. For its path-breaking effort in providing resilient and accurate PNT to modern-day end users, the award for the Geospatial Startup of the Year goes to Zona Space Systems.
So the founders at Zona are unfortunately not able to join us this evening, but we are joined by one of their investors and early advisors, and I'm thrilled to introduce myself.
This Research, Science and Technology Institute of the Year has been at the forefront of novel remote sensing solutions since the 90s.
In 1998, VITO was the first to make global vegetation maps based on spot vegetation imagery. Almost 25 years later, VITO is the first to make global vegetation maps at 10M resolution, integrating optical, Sentinel-2 and SAR data, Sentinel-1. The vegetation map ESA World Cover is considered the best global land cover map available, proving this vibrant remote sensing institute's passion, ambition and skills. Next to the global satellite-based products, VITO is rapidly expanding its portfolio of drone-based products, providing very high-resolution products and services for agriculture, marine, infrastructure, and urban applications. VITO's latest developments in natural capital accounting prove the pace of this institute that is always at the front of novel remote sensing solutions, serving governments, authorities, and companies in their quest for a more sustainable future. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for VITO Remote Sensing, the Research, Science and Technology Institution of the Year.
With us, we have with us Stephen Crackles, Unit Manager, VITO Remote Sensing, to receive the award.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Steven Krekels, heading the VITO Remote Sensing Unit. Thank you, Geospatial World Forum, for this honor and this recognition of the work that we try to do. I also would like to give special thanks to our partners, amongst others, FAO, who nominated us for this prize. It was a little bit of a surprise that we got this one. So everybody who places their trust with us, that we can put our science and our work to the best of our abilities to make this change in a sustainable world. Thank you very much. And last but not least, I want to send out warm thanks to my team, which of course are the key and the core of what we do. More than 120 people, Earth observation enthusiasm, giving the best of whatever they can to make a change in this world. Thank you.
Now we're going to move on to one of the newer award categories, Development Organization of the Year. This organization has a mission to use the power and reach of mass media to make positive change in people's lives around the world.
Created in 2012, Public Foundation launched with a goal to use the power and reach of mass media to make positive change in people's lives around the world. Today, Public is driven by the idea that media, data and technology can catalyze social change. In 2021, the foundation partnered with the W.K. Kellogg Foundation, ESRI and the United Nations Statistics Division, UNSD Global Geospatial Information Management, UNGGIM Secretariat, to form the SDG Data Alliance. Public's role is to oversee funding and manage the program, working with all alliance partners to ensure that the alliance is progressing and achieving its objectives. In collaboration with the UN Department of Global Communications, the Foundation created the SDG Media Zone to take the conversation on advancing the 2030 agenda out of the policy sphere and into the public discourse. For its relentless efforts to promote sustainable development goals through cooperation, communication, and innovation, the Public Foundation is this year's recipient of Development Organization of the Year.
Please welcome Stephen Keppel, President, and Sergio Fernandez de Cordova, Executive Chairman of the Public Foundation, to the stage.
I want to say thank you. It's just an absolute surprise as well as, for us to get this award. Public Foundation was created really with looking at how media, data, and technology are the new currencies to help transform our world. So we're really excited to be recognized for the Media Zone, which has today reached over 1.5 billion people and is one of the flagship programs of the United Nations on actually educating people about what goes on in the UN and humanizing these conversations so that people actually know how to take action and how to get involved in the SDG Data Alliance.
Thank you. Yes, we talked a little bit before about the Data Alliance. We accept this award on behalf of the public team, which has worked on the Data Alliance and the Media Zone, and also on the 15 developing nations, 15 plus that are involved in the Data Alliance, and all of the hard work they've put into making this alliance a reality and advancing geospatial and the SDGs around the world. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
This next generation ocean conservation NGO is dedicated to advancing ocean sustainability through innovative use of science and technology.
Founded in 2013 as a non-profit organization, Beneath the Waves is dedicated to promoting ocean health and using science and technology to catalyze ocean policy. Its work focuses on protecting threatened species, establishing protected areas, and creating nature-based solutions to climate change. Through collaboration with governments, the general public, and the private sector, Beneath the Waves has scaled its conservation impact, driving tangible and defensible outcomes, while bringing conservation messages to the masses through unique storytelling and media platform. Most recently, its Blue Carbon project in partnership with Our Evolution, which involved mapping and monitoring of seagrass meadows in the Bahamas using sensor-tagged sharks, satellite data, marine vessel surveys, and LiDAR bathymetric sensor, was presented to the government of the Bahamas, resulting in the announcement of a Blue Carbon credit program in the country.
Wow. I invite David Harris, Director of Blue Carbon Operations at Beneath the Waves, to come on stage, along with the Blue Carbon project partner, Eric, from Our Evolution, to come and receive the award.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here in Rotterdam, and thank you to the Geospatial World Forum and our collaborators, Hexagon, Our Evolution. We accept this award on behalf of the Bahamian people, and which is why we're doing this work, and for the sustainability and the ability for us to be able to give back their ecosystem and their asset. And we're super excited to be able to do this work on behalf of the Office of the Prime Minister and the people. So thank you so much.
Our next awardee carries out international activities together with national partners worldwide, empowering the local community to further develop knowledge and skills in land administration and geographic data.
Cadastre International has been working with Columbia institutions on its Land in Peace project to contribute to implementing the peace agreement in Colombia, focusing on fit-for-purpose land administration. By cooperating with Colombian Dutch governmental institutions, academia and the commercial sector to develop the needed technologies and train local communities, Cadastre has simplified land administration processes and empowered farmers and indigenous communities. The project has directly impacted the land administration at a local and national level. The Colombian National Land Agency has implemented the fit-for-purpose approach to update municipal cadastres in several regions. Many grassroots surveyors have supported cadastral actualization activities in different parts of the country, and several indigenous youngsters were trained to support their community. For empowering farmers and indigenous communities through simplified land administration processes and making a crucial contribution to implementing the peace agreement in Colombia, this year's Geospatial World Empowering Community Award goes to Cadastre International.
Please continue to welcome to the stage the Cadastre International team led by Nicholas Paras for this evening.
Well, good evening, and thank you very much. Thank you to the jury for acknowledging our work. We just came up with the whole team that's here tonight. The rest of the team is still in Colombia, and we are very happy to be here in the conference to show our work, to show the results, to show how these geo tools can empower local community and have a real impact in mainly rural situations. In our case, I want to thank, well, of course, the team in Colombia, Cadastre, who has invited us and has received us really warm, and well, we're having a very nice evening with all of them. But also the academia, the ITC universities in Colombia who are working with us, ESRI, for example. So, well, we were talking about embracing, so we are really embracing academia, private, public sector all together, and you see how it can work out. I think that's it. I only want to invite you for the presentation because that was just a trailer of our work. But tomorrow you can see more, you can ask more about it when my colleague Laura will present tomorrow morning at 9:30 in Land of Poverty. Thank you.
The next awardee creates a citizen-centric policy based on geospatial technology, which seeks to strengthen the geospatial sector to support national development, economic prosperity, and a thriving information economy.
After making waves with liberalization in the field of geospatial data in 2021, the Department of Science and Technology of the Government of India recently notified the National Geospatial Policy 2022. The government aims to promote the country's geospatial data industry and develop a national framework to use data for improving citizens' life. The policy aims to create a high-resolution topographical survey and mapping and a high-accuracy digital elevation model (DEM) for the country by 2030. The policy will enhance capabilities, skills, and awareness to meet the country's future needs. The government also aims to develop a geospatial knowledge infrastructure (GKI) supported by the Integrated Data and Information Framework. for creating a forward-looking policy framework to promote advancement in the local geospatial industry. The Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, is this year's recipient of Enabling Public Policy Award.
Oh, wow. My heart swells with pride. When you see something of your country at the global platform like this, it hits you hard, right? But unfortunately, we don't have the team from the Department of Science and Technology today due to some unforeseen circumstances. But we decide to give this award to them on the closing session because we expect to see them tomorrow. So we will give the award in the closing ceremony. Thank you.
Okay, home stretch. And these are the big ones, joining that one previously. The National Geospatial Agency of the Year is anchoring the most important national digital twin project to support faster, more informed, and more reliable decision-making.
Federal Agency for Cartography and Geodesy, BKG, Germany, is playing a crucial role in supporting Germany on its path to becoming a smart and sustainable country. In 2021, BKG launched the Digital Twin Germany project to support faster, more informed, and more reliable decision-making. The project entails data collection for the entire country consistently and in unprecedented detail using Geiger mode LiDAR sensor technology. The data quality is further enhanced by adding satellite and real-time data facilitated by AI. The Hamburg Metropolitan Region pilot was completed at the end of 2021. The agency supports the sustainability and quality of the Global Geodetic Reference Frame, GGRF, and contributes to a globally coordinated geodetic infrastructure. BKG represents German interests in international collaborative entities and projects addressing the fields of geodesy and geoinformation. For championing the National Digital Twin Initiative and supporting the sustainability and quality of the Global Geodetic Reference Frame, GGRF. The Federal Agency of Cartography and Geodesy, Germany, is the National Geospatial Agency of the Year.
We have some words now from Paul Becker. Gwendolyn Seidner to the stage, a representative from the Federal Agency for Cartography and Geodesy,
Good
BKG.
evening to all of you at Geospatial World Forum in Rotterdam. I'm humbled and honored to accept this award on behalf of the Federal Agency for Cartography and Geodesy as Best National Mapping Agency of the Year. It is a testament of our hard work and dedication to excellence. I want to express my deep gratitude for this incredible honor. Unfortunately, I cannot be with you in person tonight, and I apologize for not being able to attend the gala dinner and award ceremony in person. I do hope my absence does not distract from the importance of this occasion. BKG always has been committed to advancing the field of geodesy. With the recent establishment of the UN Global Geodetic Center of Excellence in Germany, BKG actively contributes to the sustainability of the global geodetic infrastructure. With the digital twin for Germany, BKG is supporting Germany with its expertise to become a smart country with smart solutions and faster decisions in the future. It will support the federal administration in preparing well-founded data for decision-making for many use cases in politics and administration, and will bring the digitalization of geospatial data to the next level. It is especially important to me to express my gratitude to all employees at BKG for their efforts and commitments. Without their dedication and hard work, this would not have been possible. Lastly, I'd like to thank Geospatial World and the jury for the recognition of BKG's contribution to the field of geodesy and efforts of developing the digital twin for Germany. We are proud of what we have accomplished, and this award motivates us to continue striving for the excellence in the future. Again, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the evening.
This Geospatial DEI Champion of the Year has been advancing the causes of marginalized Asian Pacific communities through the use of open geospatial data.
Miko Tamura is an OpenStreetMap champion. He advocates using open geospatial data and tools to advance the causes of marginalized Asian Pacific communities. As one of the founders of MapBex, a community of LGBTQIA mappers in the Philippines, Tamura organized fundraising mapathons that helped break gender biases on the map and support gender minorities in their everyday lives. He is also leading the She Leads and She Inspires program that empowers women to take careers in GIS tech and funds them with their proposed community projects. His passion to break diversity and advance equity and inclusivity in the industry is truly inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to Miko Tamura, our Geospatial DEI Champion of the Year.
Unfortunately, Miko is not joining us tonight, and we make sure that he receives his award soon.
It's a particular pleasure to be part of the following award. This Geospatial Ambassador of the Year's work in educating a variety of national and international stakeholders about the benefits of standardizing and integrating geospatial and statistical data has been transformational for many.
Deirdre Dalpiaz Bishop is making an outstanding contribution to the world and her profession. Through her geospatial work at the US Census Bureau, across the US government, and with the United Nations, Bishop is leading the way in educating a variety of national and international stakeholders about the benefit of standardizing and integrating geospatial and statistical data, the Integrated Geospatial Information Framework, and the Global Knowledge Infrastructure. Her leadership has improved data integration capabilities for many countries, even hers. This leads to more accessible and valuable data, improved policy planning, evidence-based decision-making, more sophisticated identification of inequities in policy, infrastructure, and cost savings resulting in improved government services. For her continued and sustained efforts towards facilitating deliberations and discussions on geostatistical data standards and integration in the geospatial industry, let us welcome on stage our Geospatial Ambassador of the Year, Deirdre Dalpiaz Bishop.
Thank you, Madam Ambassador. Thank you, Sanjay, to you and your team at Geospatial World Media. Keith, to the nice introduction this evening, and to the esteemed jury of geospatial professionals. I'm truly humbled to receive this important award and honored to accept it on behalf of so many people who are working to secure a better future through the use of geospatial technology and data. I've spent the last 27 years managing geographic operations at the United States Census Bureau and working with people across the federal community. But I can honestly say that the past 10 years have been the most rewarding of my career, working with all of you to promote the integration of geospatial and statistical information within the international community. It's through this community, through all of you, that I learned how to be an ambassador for our important work. By sharing your knowledge and your enthusiasm with me, you've given me important reasons and positive energy to stand up and say geospatial is the best path forward. Thank you so much.
With this, we come to the last and the very important award. It is called the Lifetime Achievement Award. An award that is very special as it is meant to recognize and celebrate of someone's lifetime of dedicated service and contributions to the geospatial community. This year's Lifetime Achievement Awardee is a renowned personality from the European geospatial community, and we recognize him today for his tireless efforts and invaluable contribution.
For over 3 decades, Hugo de Groff has made tremendous service and advocacy in various projects and programs where remote sensing data and other spatial information were used to support European Union policies. As the policy officer at the European Commission's Directorate General for the Environment, DGENV, his contribution to the EU space program is exemplary. Throughout his illustrious career at the European Commission, Hugo played a central role in improving the knowledge base for developing, implementing, and monitoring environmental policies. Hugo has played a crucial role in developing and implementing INSPIRE, a framework that facilitates the sharing of geospatial information across Europe. He has led various initiatives promoting the use of geospatial information in environmental management, urban planning, and also interfacing with the wider EU's digital economy policies, such as the Digital Agenda and Digital Single Market. For his decades of proficiency and service to the European and global geospatial community, Geospatial World is privileged to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to Hugo de Groff.
Please welcome on stage.
That's a surprise. I always wonder how I arrived here, to be honest. You know, my favorite game that I played my entire life was soccer. And I remember when I started as a young player, that was before the days that Johan Cruyff invented total football and tiki-taka and all that. I was very fast and I was playing in attack. And the only thing they said at the training is, just play a long ball and Hugo will catch it. And I will draw the analogy with my professional career. When I started working with spatial data way back at the university, there were no computers, there were only big data. It always remained the same. There was very little. And then I joined the European Commission's Joint Research Center for my studies, for PhD. And it was a bit like playing football. I was chasing not balls, but I was chasing data. I need this, I need that, and I simply couldn't get it. I couldn't find it. It was not affordable. It was a pain. And when I did my field work and I collected all my field data, and a colleague asked me, can I use your field data for my work? I said, sure, go ahead. And other people looked at me and they said, are you crazy? He's going to publish with your data. I said, well, that should be normal, isn't it? We should share. Otherwise, you never build knowledge. You never build a team. And that's what soccer is also about. And later, after 12 years in the Joint Research Center, I went to DG Environment. A director with a vision asked me, Hugo, we need risk maps in all our legislation. Risks about exposure to noise, air quality, flooding. We need risk maps everywhere. You know something about these things. How can we do that? And I said, well, it's probably more difficult than it sounds because assessing and evaluating risks is very complex. So I called my old friend Alessandro Annoni, also here from the Joint Research Center. And he also knew people, and we came together and we said, well, we need to do something about this sharing. Well, in DG Environment, in the Commission, we do legislation. But we don't draft legislation just in our office. We invite loads of experts, and we prepare for that. And many of these experts, some of these experts are actually here in the room today. And my greatest joy as a team player, because I moved, let's say, from attack to midfield, maybe I got the ball rolling, maybe I distributed some passes. But when you talk about achieving or achievements, I never achieved anything on my own. It was only thanks to the team, to people buying into this idea, to my hierarchy, my commissioners, that we managed to get this legislation through, which required a lot of convincing, and it still does. There are people here now that are involved in implementing all this data sharing. Data sharing has been mentioned many times today as one of the biggest bottlenecks of all these beautiful developments of digital twins and so on. So the problem is still there. But all these people that we then worked with to implement this legal framework, and again, several are here, Carlo from Italy, Mataš from Slovenia, Ingrid from Belgium. I have to thank you because you're also team players. And thanks to all of you, we started to play the ball around. I also thank people from the OGC, Mark Reichert. I also thank Esri, Jack Dangermond, obviously, for all the support they also have given from industry. Again, they are part of this team. So whatever this award means in terms of achievement, it's not my award, it's the achievement of a huge community that became friends and all shared the same vision. We need to share data and make it of sufficient quality to meet the challenges that our planet is facing today. So I thank very much Sanjay, Geospatial Media, Ambassador, for the honor that you have bestowed upon me. But like I said, it's not only mine. Thank you.
Now, as we draw to a close, I'd like to invite the ambassador to make a few remarks.
Good evening, friends. It's truly amazing to see all the wonderful awards that have been given today. This is a room full of very talented and skilled people. So I don't really have to tell you about the power of data, the power of geospatial technologies, and how they have transformed everyday lives of common people. Whether you look at it from an individual perspective, how we all use data, whether you look at it from the business perspective or from policy making and government perspective, I think geospatial technologies have endless possibilities, and experts like you are working really hard to bring the benefits of such technologies to the people. So first of all, heartiest congratulations to all the winners of today's awards. And I really liked what Dr. Groove said, that it is it's a joint effort. It's a team effort, not only for an organization, but the whole world, because everyone is so closely connected. If you look at, the way data is being shared these days, and for India, digital technology has been a great enabler. We saw it during COVID pandemic when we had this app which was called Covin and Arogya Setu that helped in the tracking and tracing of the virus, but also at the same time we were able to vaccinate more than 2.2 billion vaccine doses have been administered in India, and all of that people are able to see their data on the phone. So I think it's really, in India, we have seen how digital technology has empowered people. And through various innovations, we've been able to really impact and help people across India, even in the most remotest parts of India. And you all know that India is a very diverse country. Today, it has also become the largest in terms of population and the 5th largest economy in the world. So it's growing very rapidly. And we, having seen how digital technology has helped us, we have made building digital public infrastructure as a key priority of India's G20 presidency. So this year, India is holding the presidency of the G20, and the theme of our presidency is One Earth, One Family, One Future. That underlines the interconnectedness of the world, and I think it's the digital technologies and the geospatial technology that really brings people together. And so one of the 6 priorities of the G20 presidency is the importance of the digital public infrastructure. And we are seeing within India, it has made a remarkable difference, whether you look at rural development or infrastructure development, logistics, water management, disaster management. So a whole lot of areas are being impacted. And I think I would just say that please continue the good work that you all are doing, and helping all of us making our life easier. Special word of thanks to Geospatial World for organizing this excellent program. I wish you all a wonderful conference over the next 2-3 days. And well, best wishes to all, and we look forward to our life transforming further as we go along. Thank you.
Thanks again, Madam Ambassador. Thank you, Aki. You've been a wonderful partner. Thanks to all of you for being a patient and supportive audience. We'll now welcome back at your service. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She says ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were the victims of the night, that chemical, physical kryptonite. Help us to the base and the fading lights. Oh, we were bound to get together, bound to get together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. A backless dress and some beat up sneaks. My discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. Felt it in my chest as she looked at me. Oh, we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the fall and she said, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Oh, come on, girl. Deep in her eyes, I think I see a future. I realize this is my last chance. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance. Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Shut up and dance with me. Shut up and dance with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.